All right, guys, welcome back. I finally got my car back. Not that it was ever gone, but I had to get the rear bumper replaced because somebody hit it just a little bit, and it had to get done. So I took it in, they replaced it, but now, since this car is about almost 4 years old, it's the same color code, but the color is brand new, fresh versus 4-year-old white, and it doesn't match up very good. But what am I going to do? Life goes on. Car runs. I'm almost 50, and let's just not worry about the small things in life. So maybe 2 weeks ago, I put the Fireball wax all over the car. This is the wax I used, Cherry Blossom, and I had some weak hydrophobics on the hood. I put it on, I checked it out, and this stuff is mean with the hydrophobic. So anyway, I said, let me do the whole car because this stuff is so awesome. So that was about 2 weeks ago. They say 6 to 8 weeks. I think that this lasts longer than 6 to 8 weeks with that. Now, I'm going to wash it today. I'm just going to use a neutral soap. We're going to try out a new soap. This is from Detail Company's neutral soap right here. So I'll read the directions. We're going to wash this vehicle up, get the Tesla Tech's gritty hands off my car, and let's go from there. But we'll start right now with Detail Company's neutral soap. All right, guys, so this is pretty interesting. The natural soap here, it's so hard for me to read their stuff. The natural soap says, in your foam cannon, 1 to 3 ounces for desired level of foam. It says add 1 capful, I think this is the right capful to 3 to 5 gallons. So let me show you. 1 to 3 ounces, I've got almost 3 ounces. And this smells like some amazing fruity cocktail drink. I mean, I want to drink it right now. It's a little watery, but I can feel it. It's soapy on my finger. Okay, so where is that? That says about 80 milliliters, almost 3 ounces. We're putting that in the foam cannon. This is one of those I got about $12 on Amazon foam cannon deals. Now, this is about a capful, and I'd say it's 10 to 15 milliliters. Let's put it in there. That's what it says to put in 3 to 5 gallons, and that's about 4 gallons right there. A capful. That's mind-boggling. This stuff just smells amazing. Look at right there. It says add a capful to 3 to 5 gallons. That's the second line to the bottom. Wow. Okay, so let's answer first question. Why we need neutral soap? pH neutral, natural. That's what this is, okay? It's don't get it confused like I just did. It's called neutral soap, which means pH neutral. Why do we need that? Because this car has wax, or your car may have a sealant or coating, and you don't want it to harm or lessen the durability of the protection on there. You just want something that cleans, it's pH neutral so it doesn't bother the protection, and it has nice lubricity. That's this kind of soap. This one looks like it's going to have big dilutions and be foamy. That's what we're going to see right now. Let's do some bead porn first on the Fireball wax. It's been 2 weeks, and let's check it out. Let's see how it goes. right, so you can see it is a hydrophobic monster. The Fireball Wax is sick with it. Now, there's always this argument of these guys saying, oh, well, I like my car to sheet, man. You know, sheeting is the way, and the water rinses off, and sheeting is better than beating. I'd like it to sheet too, but listen, if your car only sheets, and I'm going to tell you this, listen to me. Listen real good right here. If your car has terrible hydrophobics, but it sheets good, that means that product is pretty weak. That protective product is not going to last that long. It may sheet good. Now, here's the other side of the coin. If your car has fantastic hydrophobics and you have a streamline of water, like I could use the hose or this, then it will also sheet good, sheet very well. So, great hydrophobics, you will get good sheeting. Bad hydrophobic product, you're only going to get sheeting. You understand what I'm saying there? Let me show you. Now, this is coming out of a pressure washer. So imagine you need a slow, nice flow rate, but I'm just trying to show you guys. Can you see it? It's dry. Where this has water on it and this doesn't. Look at there you can see it. Let's do it. Now this side is dry. I got a little bit of spots here because I was hitting it with this. But look at, now this side is dry. So you get the best of both worlds when you get a hydrophobic product. Look at the hood. Sheeting is fantastic, guys. And it's pretty dry. I mean, there's a little speck here, a little speck there. But if you used like your hose and a nice flood. So do you understand what I'm saying about the sheeting thing? We can make hydrophobic sealants sheet just as well, if not better, than those less hydrophobic ones that are only sheeting. You're hydrophilic. And I've done some videos talking about that, you know, and that's cool. I don't mind the hydrophilic, but I'd just rather have it sheet heavily. Bead heavily. So if I want, I can sheet it too and dry very easy. All right, let's get back to spraying the 80 milliliters into the foam cannon. Cheap foam cannon, by the way, from Amazon. Let's spray it and see how it foams. All right, guys, the foam smells fantastic in the air as you foam it. I like that. It has good scent. It's pretty medium thick, so thick enough. I did put 80 milliliters, almost 3 ounces in there. It's a nice layer just sitting on there. Running off enough, but it's sitting on there. So you got some runoff. It's still on there, nice and flat paneled. All right, so it's doing a good job. Sitting there breaking up loose debris. I like it. All right, let's foam up that little capful. Fair enough. That little capful is pretty gnarly there. I think in the future I would just put like an ounce. Probably like 2 capfuls is what that's going to come out to. Let me throw my towels in here. Yeah, the capful works. Capful, 4 gallons. I would just measure up an ounce, most likely. but we're going by what they say. All right, let's go ahead and rinse this. So I notice it rinses off very easily. It's not super sticky on there. You know, some of the soaps take a little extra. This is not the strongest pressure washer. It's electric. I forget it's the Chinese company that sent it to me, but I mean, I've had it for 3 years now. I think 3 or 4 years, easy, and it's been working good. So not too much power though. Maybe 1400 psi at 1.7. I don't know. Soap comes off good though. Let me finish this and we'll get back to you. All right, so let's get some of this. Now, normally I would refoam the car with what's left over, but I want to see how this feels with that cap full of soap. And so let me wash the top and I'll tell you what I think of it when I get to the paint. The glass I'm not really worried about. All right, so I tell you what, let me try a different type of sponge in here, because right now it doesn't feel that lubricating to me, in my opinion. Not bad, but so we're gonna try this sponge here. This one feels a lot better, so it has to do with that sponge. Or the mitt, not sponge, excuse me. So yeah, this one feels a lot better. All right, that's good to know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this, and then we'll check the hydrophobics and see if the soap did anything to damage it. Okay, vehicle is rinsed. Let me show you the hydrophobics after. Yeah, the soap did what it's supposed to do. It washed, it smelled good, it cleaned, it's pH neutral, it didn't hurt the wax. The wax is super hydrophobic still. I used it with a different sponge that felt better, so depending on what kind of, keep saying sponge, what kind of mitt you're using, it may feel better with different mitts. But otherwise, the soap foamed well. Fantastic. Let me dry this up. Hang on a second. All right, guys, so we finished the car. Looks fantastic. Let's talk this over. Last applied, Fireball wax, 6 to 8 week hydrophobic beast. We're already 2 weeks in, so we're a quarter of the way, and I don't think it's letting up at all. We want to wash the car today. I want to with a neutral based soap. So we got Detail Company's neutral soap. 1 to 3 ounces in a foam cannon. 1 capful in 3 to 5 gallons of water. The stuff foams like not shaving cream, but it's not weak. So it's probably an 8 out of 10 on that scale. The scent, 9.75. I can smell it in the bottle. I almost want to give it a 10. It's very hard to give anything a 10. 9.75 on the scent. As you're using it, the scent is going around. It's phenomenal. The scent is very delicious. Love that. That's the experience of using it is higher because of that. Slickness, pretty good, depended on the sponge that I used. So I used Suds Buds sponge, or damn, I keep saying sponges. Suds Buds mitts, and it wasn't that slick. But when I switched over to like a generic, the other kind of mitt there, a white one, it was very slick. So it just depends on what kind of mitt that you use. Was very lubricating once I switched mitts. Now it rinsed off, the foam rinsed off very easily. It dried very nicely. Of course, the temperature today is probably 64 degrees and it looks like it wants to rain. The slickness factor, well, it just cleaned it, so anything left behind is from the wax, the Fireball wax, and it feels nice. It's not overly slick though, but it just feels nice and clean and smooth. No stains on the car, very easy, looks very nice. Why do we use the soap? Because we don't want to remove the hydrophobic protection of the wax, and it did a fine job at that and washed the car. So guys, you know what I just noticed, guys, is that my order from the House of Rags was for low pH soap and high pH soap. Now I have the low pH soap. I didn't order neutral soap, but they sent this instead of the high pH soap. And that's fine because this soap is $18 for this bottle. That's pretty high. And the high pH soap is only $10. It's like 10 and change. So actually I made out $8. So anyway, I'm not going to call them and cry and say, give me a different bottle. That's fine. Soap is soap. I don't need any of the soaps. I got enough soap here. But to be honest, I'm glad that happened because this stuff just smells so good and it works very well. The only thing is the price is pretty high on this. I don't know that I'd pay $18 for this. And knowing that I'd be a little less generous of my 3 ounces in the foam cannon, I didn't really look at the price on that because I didn't order that one. But you know, the cap full into the 3 to 5 gallons, that's cool. You could do a lot of hand washing right there, half a cap full. And, you know, maybe just put an ounce, maybe cut in half, an ounce and a half in your foam cannon. So, guys, let me know if you've tried this out, what your thoughts on it are, and leave your comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you later.